Tonight on ETV News, a trip to the circus.
Eastern's commencement speaker is announced.
And honoring domestic violence victims on campus. Tonight's edition of ETV News starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the April 18th edition of ETV News. I'm Wyatt Cody.
And I'm Zoe Calhoun. Thank you for joining us.
Tomorrow, Eastern will be hosting the annual Create Conference in the Student Center. This event showcases research projects from all different classes made by students over the course of the last few semesters. It is put together in conjunction with the School of Arts and Sciences, as well as the School of Education and Professional Studies. The entire Eastern community is welcome to come to the conference, which will start at 9 a.m. and run until 3:45 p.m. Be sure to stop by for poster presentations and performances by Eastern students.
In a dazzling display of talent and creativity, the Modern Movement Club showcased a variety of dance styles in their highly anticipated annual showcase. The event, held at Schaefer Hall, brought together performers and audiences alike to celebrate the rich diversity of dance. From contemporary to hip-hop, tap, jazz, and the Modern Movement Club captivated the audience with their passion for movement. Each routine was choreographed to highlight the unique strengths and styles of dancers. The showcase also featured other clubs including East Harmony's Dance Fusion and RDT.
Eastern students got to experience Cirque du Soleil Bazaar this past Saturday in Hartford. For $30, students had the chance to see the internationally acclaimed circus show. Known for its acrobatics, unique tricks, live music, and interactive elements, Cirque du Soleil provides a great show for people of all ages. The show will be in Hartford until May 5th, so if you're still interested in seeing it but weren't able to grab a spot on the trip, visit their website for ticket information.
Eastern seniors, listen up. Best-selling author Jeffrey Benedict will speak at Eastern's commencement on May 14th at the Excel Center. An Eastern graduate himself, Benedict is also a #1 New York Times best-selling author, as well as an experienced film and TV producer. He is most recently known for his book on the New England Patriots called The Dynasty. Just 2 months ago, Apple TV Plus adopted his book into a 10-part docuseries. Commencement program begins at 6 p.m. with the procession beginning at 5:30 p.m.
Last week, Eastern filmmakers were given the opportunity to create their own short film by participating in the Film and Media Club's annual 48-hour film festival. The event asks participants to create a film in 1 weekend, with the only requirement being that they must include a specific character, prop, and line from a provided prompt. After a weekend of filming, the club hosted a screening for all submissions and to celebrate the end of the semester. Accompanied by food and drinks, attendees watched submissions, voted for a favorite, and got to play a round of film-based Jeopardy! Film and Media Club meets every Wednesday at 2 p.m. in the Com Building, room 108.
The Women's Center marched through Eastern's campus this past Wednesday for the Lily Project Rally. They were joined by other clubs on campus, such as Females in Her Campus. The Women's Center marched to protest domestic and interpersonal violence. This was all done in memory of Alicia Wiley, a former Eastern student, and other victims and survivors. Alicia's mother, Karina Martin, said a few words in her memory and then began the chants heard throughout Eastern's campus. If you want to continue your support, wear denim on Wednesday, April 24th, and stop by the Student Center vendor table at 12 p.m. to donate.
Up next, Jason Sloy joins us for the Eastern Forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
The Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. Jason Saloy is on Eastern's campus to give us the weather. Over to you, Jason.
Right now, this is our eastern forecast for today, as currently it is 47 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Humidity will be at 76% with east winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, and there will also be a 30% chance of rain later on tonight. Now, for our extended forecast for this week. Throughout the weekend, it will be a mixture of cloudy and sunny. Friday, it will be in the high 50s, while Saturday it will be in the mid 60s, and Sunday will be in the low 60s, a lot of low 60s. As for the beginning of next week, it will be sunny in the mid 60s. Now, let's take a look at our ETV Sports forecast. Now, this week, the Warriors will be mostly at home, so a lot of it was said during the extended forecast, but there are some away games. On Saturday, men's lacrosse will be away in Portland, Maine, playing the University of Southern Maine, and softball will have a doubleheader in Castleton, Vermont, playing Vermont State University. Men's lacrosse will start at 1 p.m., while the softball games will start at 1 and 3 p.m. On Sunday, men's golf will be in Rhode Island playing the Roger Williams Spring Invitational. Tee time will be at high noon. Then on Tuesday, the baseball team will be in Danbury playing WCSU, and game time will be at 3:30 p.m. Let's see what the forecast for those areas will be. As you can see, on Saturday in both Portland, Maine and Castleton, Vermont, it will be partly cloudy in the high 50s, and on Sunday in Bristol, Rhode Island, it will be partly cloudy in the low 60s. And on Tuesday in Danbury, Connecticut, it will be partly cloudy in the low 60s as well. If you have no papers or projects to work on this weekend, make sure to go to any of the home games that will be here on campus and go support our athletes. For more on upcoming games, you can check out GoWarriorAthletics.com for schedules, or you can check out after National Block ETV Sports' Brendan Lasbury for more athletic updates. But before we head out, let's take a quick look at our Eastern radar. As you can see on the radar in the northern area, there really isn't anything going on, but in the eastern area, you can see near Sterling and Ecock, around that area, there's a lot of blue and kind of mixture of green from the leftover rain we have from earlier. In the south area near Bosworth and Norwich, there really isn't anything as a lot of that rain is slowly going away. In the west area near Glastonbury and Manchester, it's also clear over there as well. That is all for the weather. For more weather information, check out the National Weather Service website. Remember, whether it's sunny or stormy, just blame it on the weatherman. Until next time, stay dry when it's wet, stay dry or stay cool when it's hot, and most importantly, stay indoors when the weather's just downright confusing. I'm Jason Saloy in the studio, sending it back over to Zoe and Wyatt.
Thanks for the weekly weather, Jason. Up next, details on the WNBA draft, how student loans are leaving a lasting impact, and a new music from a popular artist. We'll be right back.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is vaping? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you got to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
The Rust movie armorer who was convicted of involuntary manslaughter will serve the maximum punishment for her crime. On Monday, a New Mexico judge sentenced Hannah Gutierrez Reed to 18.
This report was generated by PEN America, a century-old literary and free expression advocacy group. PEN America says that books with race, racism, and LGBTQ themes are targeted the most.
Childish Gambino is officially retiring. Donald Glover announced Sunday night that he will release 2 more albums under the name. The first one is already out. It was called 3/15/20, referring to the date the album was released. Glover said the album was rushed during the pandemic, so it was never mastered or mixed. His plan is to do exactly that, and then release it under the name Atta Vista. He will then release a final album that will serve as the soundtrack for his film, Bando Storm and the New World.
With the WNBA draft happening this past Monday, many fans are excited to see what the latest class of basketball stars accomplished in the league. Take #1 overall pick Caitlin Clark, for example. She is already set to break records with her new team, the Indiana Fever. Her base salary, however, does not necessarily reflect this fact well. She is expected to make $76,500 in her first season. Although it doesn't seem like a bad gig, especially post-grad, she is making significantly less than her male counterparts. A fellow #1 pick from the 2023 NBA draft, Victor Wembanyama, is currently getting paid $12 million in his first season with the San Antonio Spurs.
A new report shows many Americans with student loans are putting major life events on pause. 71% of student loan borrowers put off buying a house, buying cars, moving out of their parents' house, or getting married. This is according to the latest Gallup Luminia Foundation Cost of College report. Around 1 in 3 U.S. college students currently enrolled in college or post-high school programs have considered stopping coursework in the past 6 months. 31% blame this on the cost. Other reasons include emotional stress as well as mental health reasons.
It's time to get up and get moving because it is National Exercise Day. You can use this day to get creative and think of new ways to be active. You can go out dancing with friends or even get your steps in with a little spring cleaning. Move out is coming up soon, so packing and rearranging your room might not hurt. If you don't have a gym membership, don't stress. Eastern has an on-campus gym in the Student Center, as well as a cardio and weight room in the Sports Center. There are also plenty of walking and hiking trails in the Wilmantic area to be explored.
Coming up, Brendan Lasbury joins us to give an update on Eastern athletics. Don't go anywhere.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Thanks for sticking with us. Let's check in with Brendan to see what is going on around Eastern athletics this week.
Welcome back here to Warrior Athletic Recaps. I'm Brendan Lasbury. We have a lot to go over this week, so let's get right into it. Baseball's incredible winning streak has come to an end after playing 3 games last week. First on the road in a doubleheader on Sunday versus the University of Southern Maine, where they won the first 5-4, but then fell to a mercy rule in the second in 7 innings, 1-11. But turning it around, they came home and defeated Western Connecticut State 6-0 on Tuesday, where Nathan Farino managed to throw an incredible no-hitter. It was a fantastic day for Farino as he only allowed 1 walk on the game while striking out 9. Let's take a look at one of Farino's strikeouts. It is an 0-2 count here in the top of the 8th. The Warriors lead 6-0. The pitch, and Farino dots the corner for the 3rd out of the inning. After the game, ETV Sports reporter Fernando Geronimo caught up with both Farino and Zach Donahue.
Warriors win this one in a final score of 6-0 against Western Connecticut. I'm here with 2 players of the game. Number 25, Nathan Farino. Number 1, Zach Donahue. Nathan, talk to me. This is your first time you've had a complete game in your career. Not only to mention that, you also had 9 strikeouts. You also had that game-winning 9 strikeouts. But let's talk about it. Talk to me about your performance today. This is your first complete.
Yeah, first I just want to thank my coaches and my teammates. I mean, if it wasn't for the defense today, I definitely wouldn't have happened. But, I mean, yeah, just getting ahead and just got to thank my defense behind me.
And then for the batting side, Zach Donahue, hopefully you're not getting wet here, but every time I'm on the call calling your games, you always have a run for me. I don't know, but, hey, talk to me about that pitch that you hit the shot down to right field.
Yeah, so talking to, the coaches, I was a little late. My first at bat didn't necessarily, like the outcome. And then, second at bat, timing a little bit. I was fortunate enough to just get a pitch. It was a hanging changeup, and I was, like I said, able to put a good swing on it. Cleared the fence. Tried to help contribute. To Nate's great performance today.
And of course, you did have great play in shallow left field. And to final question for you is that last pitch. What were you thinking going through your mind to be able to get that last batter out?
Honestly, I was feeling the butterflies a little, but just try to throw a strike, and I trust my defense, so just not try to overpower and let them finish the job for me.
Zach, last question for you. You guys are back here again on Thursday against Wheaton. You guys managed to beat them 7-4 last year. What's the approach in that game to go back now?
They're NCAA regional, super regional team. We're back on a roll right now. 1 game. Tomorrow they're going to be an old school team. They're like, it's not going to stick with our approach.
6-0, the final score in this one as the Warriors win this one. Thanks to the batting side of Zach Donahue hitting a shot in the complete game from here on the Little East Conference Network. I'm Fernando Geronimo.
The Warriors are now 22-6, 9-1 in the LEC, and rank as the number 15 D3 team in the nation. Softball had a busy week playing 4 games, first being at home for a doubleheader versus Keene State College on Saturday. The Warriors won both games, first 3-2 with a 2-run double by Sarah Remillard to walk it off, and 9-5 on Wednesday, where the Warriors were unfortunately swept by the University of Hartford in a nail-biting header. Although an upset, records were made during this series featuring Julia Sangiovanni, who is the 4th Eastern player to reach 200 hits and set a D3 record with 81 hit by pitches, and Sarah Remillard, who also became the 51st player to reach 100 hits for Eastern. The Warriors are now 12-11-1 and 4-2 in the LEC. Men's lacrosse had 2 games in the week. First at home versus Massachusetts Boston, they lost 12-17 on Saturday. Then on Wednesday, they traveled to Western Connecticut State, where they would fall 6-20. The Warriors are now 4-10 on the season and 1-5 in the LEC. As for the women's team, they also played 2 games this week, but managed to win both of them. Their first game was away on Saturday to VTSU Castleton, where they would have a dominant performance, winning 17-4. In that game, the Warriors managed to score 12 goals in the first half, 6 in each quarter, and had an all-around fantastic performance by each player. In the second game, the domination continued as they blew out Rhode Island College 19-2. That game featured a fantastic performance by Alexis Vizzini with 4 goals and 3 assists, as well as Kaylee Drobish with 5 goals and an assist. Let's take a look at one of Drobish's goals. Eastern are down a woman here in the bottom of the 4th. Drobish is going to pick up that ball on the ground and take it coast to coast. The Warriors are up 11 here. Drobish looks to make it 12. She shoots and scores. After the game, ETV News reporter Chris Korzidis caught up with Drobish after the game to talk about her performance.
Welcome back, folks. I'm here with our player of the game, Kaylee Drobish. Kaylee, you had an amazing game. You had 3 goals in the first half, 3 of your team's 9, 5 on the game. Talk to me about what you were thinking out there, what you were feeling during that performance.
You know, I think that it was fueled by the eye black today. No, but seriously, we work together as a team out there. I think that my teammates, our energy always fuels me. So yeah.
Inspired by JoJo Siwa. Yeah, of course. So you guys will be facing off against Southern Maine this Friday. Talk to me about what you guys are trying to work on and what the keys to that game will be.
Yeah, it's a big game for us. We're excited. We're ready. I think that in practice we are going to work on shooting a lot, some shot placement, stuff like that. Yeah, but we're excited. We're ready.
Thank you for joining me, Kaylee. Congratulations on the game. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us on the Little East Conference Network. We'll see you next time.
Track and field had themselves 2 events. First, on Friday was the Connecticut College Sylphin Invitational, where many of the distance runners managed their way into the record books, with 7 different runners managing top Eastern program times or top LEC current season times. Then there was the Jerry Gravel Invitational over at Westfield State. For the men's team, they placed 4th out of 4 teams after earning 84 points on the day. As for the women's team, they managed to place 5th out of 7 teams with 36 points. The men had 9 top 40% finishers, and the women had 6. The women had 2 first-place finishers, Shannon Burby, who won the javelin throw with a distance of 101-9 or 31.02 meters, and Natasha Frisch, who broke a program record and set an LEC season best with a distance of 11-5 or 3.5 meters. Aiden Hennessy also won the men's triple jump with a distance of 45-1 0.3 or 13.74 meters. Finally, golf got back underway for the first time since October. From Friday through Saturday, they competed in the University of Hartford Hawks Invitational. They managed to place 3rd out of 17 with a 60 over par total as a team. That'll do it for last week's events. Let's take a look at what Eastern sports have upcoming this week. Baseball will be playing 5 games on the week. Home on Thursday versus Wheaton starting at 6. A home doubleheader versus Endicott starting noon. At Keene State on Tuesday starting 3. And at Roger Williams on Thursday starting 3:30. Softball has 2 doubleheaders at VTSU Castleton on Saturday starting at 1. And home versus Wisconsin State on Tuesday starting 4:30. Men's lacrosse will be at Southern Maine on Saturday starting at 1. Women's lacrosse has 2 games, home Friday versus Southern Maine starting at 5, then at Wisconsin State on Wednesday starting at 6. Track and field will be home this week on Saturday for the Bonnie Edmondson Classic starting at 10. And golf will be at the Roger Williams Spring Invitational Sunday and Monday starting noon and 9. Well, that'll do it here for Eastern Athletic Recaps. Good luck to all our teams with their upcoming events. To keep up to date on all things Warrior Athletics, follow us on social media at EasternCT_athletics and check out our website, GoWarriorsAthletics.com. As always, all of our live streams are brought to you by Huddle. That's it for sports this week. I'm Brendan Lasbury, Wyatt and Zoe, back to you.
Thanks for the update, Brendan. That wraps up tonight's edition of ETV News. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From Director Sean McGuigan, producer Kaylee Roberts, and the entire ETV News staff, thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Zoe Calhoun.
And I'm Wyatt Cody. We'll see you next week, Eastern.